Okay, hello all caffeine quitters. It's Anni here, and it's time to new Quitting Caffeine Support Live. You are all warmly welcome here. And I decided that I'm gonna now do this live, and I continue do these Quitting Caffeine Support Lives every month, like one support live every month, like from now on. So I'm not gonna stop doing this, and I just want to say that I'm here to support you and that you are not alone and going through this anxiety journey and this journey after quitting caffeine. It can be really hard, and I just want to let you know that you are not alone and you will get through this. And also welcome all the new caffeine quitters. I hope you are also doing good there. And now when I remember, I also shared the link to my support group in Discord. So if you want to join there, there is the link. I put that there. All right. Oh no, connection is. Oh no. Not start to lag. Bah. Anyway, how are you doing, my friends? Hope all is good. In today's live, I don't have any certain subject that we haven't already talked about. I just thought that I want to show up like every now and then when I feel that it's good time, and then we can like have conversations and I can answer if you have any questions and or whatever you want to speak about. So we just hang in here together. And one thing I want to say to you, if you are having that very hard anxiety in this moment, like if you can just go through your day however ever you can, I promise that you will see better days in the future, because that's something that will happen and we really get back to good. But in that moment, when we have anxiety or that anxiousness, it can sometimes be a very hard place to be, and it can be very hard to believe that we get better. So you just have to know that that message have to be there. So, but let's see what did happen to my internet. Why this went away? Miksi tämä nyt saatiin? Mitä tapahtuu? Ui. Mitä tapahtuu? Netille tapahtui. On. It should be working. But let's see if somebody will come here, so then I know. So if you are there, put something in the chat, please. Hi. How are you? I'm good. Very good. And even better now when you are here. How you have been doing? Are you still caffeine free? Yes. I'm glad always to see you. It makes my day better. Yes, keep trying. it's always worth of trying, even it's not always possible, but you can do this. Yep, that sure can be hard. I'm sure that nicotine is also like quite a heavy drug to quit if you have been using that long time. Yes, never stop fighting. That's the attitude. Yes, and you have time. We have to remember we have all the time in the world. But I just wish that I have quit like earlier, but it's better late than never. But and it's never too late to quit. Also, if there is some older caffeine quitters, like if you are 60 years old or 70 years old, you still can quit. You can quit. It's just like you just have to make that decision, and it can be hard, but it's not impossible. Yes, always. You can always recover. Like I believe that anything is possible as long as we are here and we are alive. Like anything is possible. That's why I always like to watch like all kind of like recovery stories, like even brain injury recoveries, or like coma recoveries, or trauma recoveries, or whatever. Like those are so inspiring for me. Like so inspiring. One day I was watching one recovery story where there was one man, and he was recovering for like suicide attempt, and he did have like severe traumas, and he did like he had recovered, and his brain was recovering, and even it was like really hard story. It was like so inspiring. So like I don't use alcohol. I haven't used alcohol in this journey. And before I quit, I did use very little, like maybe like once in a 2 months, like one glass of wine or something. So I never wasn't heavy drinker. But alcohol wasn't like my drug. I wish it would be more than caffeine if I would have to choose, but better to live without any drugs. But yeah, well, that doesn't like I never was like smoking very much. I have tried that, but it's not also for me. But I think if I would have to choose one drug like in the world, it would be like weed. If I would have to choose like something that I would use, then it would be that. But now it's just me without anything. So only water and food, not even supplements. Yeah, it depends. For some people, it seems like alcohol, like it's it's really bad. Like for some people, they really get crazy after they drink. Yes, daily cold showers, definitely, or any showers. Even a warm shower can be good. And one thing that is I I want to show you that I sometimes to do before bed, which are relaxing. Maybe you know this guasha guasha stone. This is like some kind of hit in YouTube, like, but this is a like old traditional Chinese medicine. This is like crystal, so you can like massage for the face with this stone, or even with spoon. But I think this is like really nice when you go to bed. It's like gold rock or whatever. And if you like crystals, like I like some crystals. Even I don't know so much about those, but every crystal have its own like healing powers. So this rose quartz, it's also, but I don't really know yet how to use this. Maybe I have to watch more YouTube tutorials because there is a lot of those. But um, Well, I'm not religious, but I believe in God, and I believe that we are all part of God. Like, yes, that's my. I believe God is same than love. Like nothing bad ever comes from the God. But I don't have any specific religion. Guasha. Now I started to like this rock. This is weird quitting caffeine support life, but it doesn't matter. Sometimes life is weird. Sometimes life is weird. It doesn't always have to be so serious. And these lives, I don't have so many watchers anyway, so we can just always chat here. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna put one link about one comedy stuff that I was watching. It was about addiction recovery comedy because I use a lot of like when I was recovering, I use a lot of like humor. Like I did watch a tons of stand up. I know it doesn't take anxiety away or anything, but for me it's like I love stand up. It's like I love all kind of humor. So let's see. Addiction recovery. Yeah, it was this this video. It was so there. It was like heroin recovery, but it was there was some like. So what's that? If you wanna some love, I know this is like recovery. It's a serious thing and it's a hard thing. I know, I understand that, but sometimes we just need to laugh and we need to have some humor, and not everything is not so serious. We need to have some humor in our life. Yes. And if you also have some nice like stand-up comedy, like you can link to me. I like to watch those. Usually in the evening time I watch a lot of stand-up. Maybe one day I will do my own stand-up comedy, so because sometimes it feels like I'm already a walking joke, so it doesn't like it doesn't need too much. Yeah, on stream, live stream, Ilo doing its own thing. Yes, Finnish jokes. That would be nice. But seems that now there is not so many people here. But anyway, from now on, I'm gonna do like only one support, quitting caffeine support stream in the month, because then I can share more my improvements and stuff. Like if I do it every week, it's gonna be a little bit too much. Hyvää päivää. Niinpä. Sitten mä teen jotakin suomalaista hömppähuumoria. Yes. I hope not so many people are not having hangover today, but I know many are in the world. Yes, that's good. I don't have Netflix, but we always watch a lot of movies. Like my boyfriend always downloads movies. We don't have TV, but we always download. We have a big screen in one room, like all the wall, like very huge screen. So yeah, don't drink. Even you are young, but it's better not to drink. Maybe occasionally, but I think I never take any drugs again ever. Not even chocolate ever. That's how hard my journey was. So it's just, yeah, it's not for everyone. Yeah, that's not nice place to have. Yeah, many people get panic attacks even from weed. and brain fog. Some people, they experience it's more like a medicine from them, but I think every, like, with drugs, it's not about always like some drug itself it's very bad, but it's about how we get addicted and how we start to overuse them. But definitely caffeine is so underestimated drug in our society. It's like, I think it's the most dangerous drug in the world. Many will disagree with me, but it surely is, because everyone is addicted, like all the world almost is addicted. And that's why, by the way, if you are like caffeine quitter who have been over 6 years caffeine free, 7 years, and you watch my streams, I would so love to see your hear your story, or if you wanna comment like in my video or something. I would like love to collect those stories, those recovery stories, who are like over 6 years or maybe even over 4 years, because yes, I forgave you. Don't worry. You use when you use, and you quit when it's good time for you. But you see, now it's very good because you know that caffeine is drug. I didn't know that. I think it's very important that people have this information that it's a drug and it can cause harm. Ole hyvä. Yeah, we need to spread more awareness, and that's why I make these videos, that it doesn't like matter if all the people quit or not. Of course, I hope many people can quit, but I wanna bring the awareness more, and I hope like for other things in these times, awareness is coming through. Like all the evil shit and corruption is coming like in the surface, and people are starting to wake up really, really more. And I hope that those who are still in the deep sleep, even they are what they are, and I hope people will wake up more in the future, what is really happening here in the world, and what kind of world we are like living. But it's about us. We decide what kind of world we are living in our own life. Like, for example, I don't live in that corruption world. I don't never go back in that kind of world where, or job where somebody force me to take any kind of jabs or force me to do anything. I never go back to that, ever, ever, ever. It's like I rather die. That's how important the freedom is me. Freedom for me is that I decide how I want to live my life, and that's what I hope for everybody. I hope freedom, freedom of choice, freedom of like what you want to do, how you want to live. No fucking body wanna like will not tell us what we should do. Nobody. We will do what we will do. Yes, no controlling. Fuck every controlling. Even YouTube try to control what we can say and what we are not going to say. I'm gonna say fucking what I want, and that's how it is. So then if channel is removed, then it is, then I'm gonna find other way to go and show up. Like many others, I know there is many who have like lost their channel, but they are still coming through. Hi, how are you? Sorry, is my face is red. I was doing uasha massage here same time. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Like, I don't say yet like I'm completely healed, but I'm getting like, I'm finally like getting myself back. It's weirdest thing ever, like when anxiousness is leaving me. But it's too early to say. Like, sometimes anxiousness still a little bit can be there, but nothing bad anymore will come, I'm sure. but I definitely will make that video in my 2.5 year mark, like I was promised to you, and then in my 3 year mark, I'm pretty sure I'm 100%. But before that, I'm not saying that word when I really feel, and that will me for me it has to be meaning when I'm completely healed, that I have my full energy back, concentration back, motivation back, able to be thinking my goals without any interruption, without dizziness, without weird feelings in the head, then I'm 100%, but I'm close to getting there. Yes, crazy shit. And congrats for 22 months. It's really amazing. You are getting so close to that freedom. Yep, I did grinding and popping sound in the neck. Definitely. And not just a neck, like all my like muscles, like even in my back there was like that popping, in my head also. And I didn't know if you even asked for me, but definitely a lot of weirdness. But for me, the hardest part have been the anxiety. Nothing else is not so hard, because anxiety and that not be able to think clearly, that my head wasn't let me to think certain things, like for example certain goals, what I was like to do in the next day. I didn't have that motivation, or my head just brain didn't just work there just didn't came those kind of thoughts where I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna do that one project, and I can be planning that inside my head. Like when your head is working, you can plan things in your head, and you are excited about those, and you are having energy. And also one thing, if you study dopamine, one interesting video was about adrenaline and dopamine, that they go like hand in hand. And that video, it was like, I don't know how I say that in English, but basically it's that dopamine is affecting really really many things in our system. And when you experience that in withdrawals, your neurotransmitters, they are not in balance. It affects in so many functions in our body and our brain. So it's not just like just dopamine or adenosine, like mainstream is speaking. It's the whole fucking system is gonna be messed up. And that's why we have these quitting caffeine support lives and groups and support groups. People are not here for fun. Like people are not making this up. Like somebody can think that, oh, okay, that Ilo she's just lazy girl. She's just lazy, or she's having anxiety. That's why she can't do stuff when I was feeling bad. It's not the case. I have never been lazy, or I have never been like having this kind of shit. Even then when I have other anxiousness, anxiety, or trauma, never this kind of. So it's a little bit different stuff. But that's what my channel is all about. It's caffeine withdrawal, anxiety, but also some other stuff like face massage. Okay, let's try to stay in the subject, like somebody always say. But it doesn't have to be so serious. Like, yes, I definitely had that, like when I was having conversation with somebody or someone, I was feeling like it wasn't like this, like, oh hey, it's nice to see, and I was like interested in all what that people is saying. I my head was somewhere else. Like anxiety does that kind of like your brain, not brain, but your thoughts can be somewhere else. And it was really weird, because usually I didn't never have the problem with interact. Even I'm introvert, but my job, I did have to interact all the time. I have learned that I can know how to interact, but in the withdrawal journey, it's fucking weird and strange. It was like almost like I always describe, in my case, I didn't connect to myself or the world outside. Maybe it's that depersonalization or whatever that is, but that was the case. Yep. 21 months. Amazing. Yeah, I think one thing is like why people go back to caffeine after 2 years can be also that they are still maybe experiencing that dreamy feeling, like living in the dream, and they cannot just believe that it can be still caffeine. But I'm gonna say that I'm pretty fucking sure that it can be caffeine. So I just hope that you that are there already in the 22 months or whatever over that, and if you are not 100, don't go back to drug. Don't go back to drug, because and I know you won't. Nobody would go, but like some people, they just disappear after 2 years. I don't know what happened to those people. Maybe they go back to drug, or I don't know what happened, but I really hope that people could give it more time. So because for me, when somebody says it's fully recovered, it has to be meaning that you have fully energy back, your brain does work, you are creative, you have imagination, you can do all the stuff that you were able to do before, and like that kind of stuff. Like before when I did quit caffeine, I was like physically good shape, and okay, I did have that OCD and anxiety, but I was functioning in my daily life, and I did have my goals, and I did travel, and I did do all the stuff that normal humans do when your brain is even somehow working, but it all went down when I quit cold turkey, and it was just like scariest experience that I have had in my life. And if I would have to do this again, which I never will, I would taper. Even I know that cold turkey can be better for some people, but if you are using very high doses, I don't recommend. I don't think that why that kind of suffering would be good for anyone to have. But everyone is different, and some people cold turkey can be even the only thing how they can quit. Like my body did cold turkey basically for me. Like I said, like I just started to get those tremors that one morning when I was drinking in my morning cup of coffee, and then there I was, and it was too scary for me to take more, and that's how I get like realized, okay, it's caffeine that is doing that. And yeah, so but anyways, do you have any questions? By the way, what you are guys eating? Do you have noticed also, like saying that me, that it doesn't even matter what you are eat, that anxiety only goes away with time? I still like, I have now eat a little bit more carbs, like I eat a lot of meat, like I eat organic red meat and eggs and chicken and what I can get. Okay, I can show you. No vodka, no. I have now eat like, I have this kind of steaks. I have made this kind of like basically like beef steaks. So one of these I eat a day, and then in the morning I eat eggs and some bananas, and also I eat some apples and berries, like because I have like wild blueberries, I have picked them a lot. So I have eat now this kind of stuff. But yes, like before I did say that I was like eating one point I was eating only meat and berries, but but it was too like simple for me. So I eat other stuff like fruits and other berries. Mikä siellä olit? Sillä tavalla. Yritätkö sä pomottaa? Yritätkö sä pomottaa? And Rikka is there. Yes. Mitä se hölppänä? Ei nyt ruveta hölppänöimään. Ei lueta. Niin. Nyt ollaan nätisti. Rikka is soon 1 year old. Next month she is 1 year. Uno Anjo. Sinä olet Uno Anjo. Yeah, she's my everyday friend, and also sometimes I get tired because she has so much energy and I don't have so much like these puppies. But every morning we go a 1 hour walk with Frikka. Yeah, don't worry, it's normal. It's gonna go away. I did have that a lot of like mentally, that's good word, by the way. I didn't know even what is the word, but mentally fatigue, that's the thing, like almost like brain will get tired. And one thing that I noticed, it was for me when I was trying to do some a little bit more complicated thing, like some dancing, like some choreography, or some exercise that I have to use my brain. I did get like fatigue in my brain. That was weird. Cardio, yes, that can be good if you like. Oats, yes. Maybe I have to try that. Yes, I listen music a lot. Today I was watching some old breakdance videos and I was like having good memories. Also, one thing that I have been noticing now in my 28 months, next week it will be 29 months caffeine-free, so that I'm getting those old memories and old feelings. Like, it's pretty nice. What music? Well, I listen all kind of music, like all kind of, except like I don't like heavy music. My boyfriend listens that, so that one I don't like. But I listen some rap and pop and all kind of stuff. Yeah, I never thought I'm gonna be here in my first year. I never thought that I'm gonna even survive. So it's, for me, it's a huge win. Disorientation and feeling irritable. Yes, definitely. So how would I explain? Okay, so let's take an example. Like before, I never did get irritability, like things that when I, for example, have to do a lot of physical work on my own that nobody won't help me. I was like, okay, it doesn't matter. But now every a little more stressful things did cause me irritability. Like I did get almost, it felt like my nerves, and maybe it's like that because central nervous system is still a little bit sensitive, and that makes sense after that that what we have been doing years of abusing this drug. It really is a big thing to our system. So every single like stress would put me in the pretty bad place. But now it's getting better. Now I don't get so irritated, but I'm not 100, like I said. Yeah, yeah. Who knows how long it's really takes to those neurotransmitters to fully balance? Because if you watch those post-acute withdrawal symptoms videos, and there is a lot of those, and if you look at those comments, there are people who are having just like the symptoms that I have explained and that you have, like up till 3 years, and in benzo withdrawals it can be even years, like a long journey. But also with nicotine, with alcohol, it's not like so simple that you just get back to normal, like back to 100% in some months. Like mainstream media say that 2 to 5 days and caffeine withdrawals. Fuck the mainstream media. That's the bullshit stuff. I always excited when when I can say that. Yeah, that's definitely. Maybe mainstream media haven't quit caffeine, or whoever writes that or doesn't know that shit. Yeah, well, that's what I would recommend, to stop decaf if you just have that possibility, because decaf is also caffeine in it, and also in decaf there is other poisons, so that's why it's yes. Like the streams. Well, if people doesn't, usually people doesn't like my streams because I'm speaking quitting caffeine, and caffeine is everyone's favorite drug. Nobody wants to hear bad things about caffeine. But this is my, what is that word? This is my job. In comes from the heart, and I need to share this. Somebody have to say these things, and in my channel it have to be me. So, but who likes, and who doesn't like it. It's not about likes, it's just about, like, you have to do what you have to do. Yeah, but maybe some people can maybe tolerate caffeine. I don't know. I don't want to argue with that. I never start to argue, because people are getting very irritated if I start to like have a conversation with this subject. So I'm just like, say that good for you if you can be heavy user, and you are always saying, oh, I can drink 10 cups a day and it doesn't affect me. Well, it's good for you then. Keep drinking then, if it doesn't affect you. So that's what you have to do then. But I'm gonna say that I was little jerk, like before. I was, if somebody would have said to me, like, Anni, that you are fucking drinking insane amount of caffeine, and that's why you have had OCD, anxiety, and that's what is causing. I don't know what I would have done, but probably I would be happy that somebody would have even said it at me, because nobody never did say. Every place always, coffee is okay, and the more is better. So nobody never give me warning or anything like that. Yes, yes, and for sure, it's like everybody is different. That's is for sure. Yes, yes, it's kind of interesting drug, because you can still function, and like before they did put like that cocaine in the coke, and then they changed it in the caffeine, but they are actually like relative plants, so both are stimulants, and both actually are like they have a little bit same kind of effect. Even I have heard that those who have used cocaine, they say that withdrawals are nothing to compare to caffeine, but I don't know about that because thank God I never had used that. But definitely I was heavy caffeine user. because I thought that it's the most normal thing to do. Wake up every day and have my cup. And I didn't think about it like any more than that. It just was part of my life. Yeah, also I hope if there is somebody watching this who are like if you are in energy drinks like industry or any industry, I hope that you will make more caffeine-free healthy drinks. Like I hope that those will come, because now there is coming so much more energy drinks marks that I haven't even seen before. And now I see like the marketing also for like younger girls. There is like those pink ones and all the nice colors, and of course all the young girls gonna buy those. Nokko, yes. Yeah, I know some of that I know use that. And Monster, yeah. I was lucky that when I was young there was only battery and Red Bull then, but but I still was using that battery. So there must be something why I did bought that, not just the taste, because the taste was horrible. Yep, that's true. But it's like if somebody is like advertising water, there is not anything exciting about water, but I will say that this is exciting drink. This is the most like this is the drink that we need. We are mostly water. We don't need anything else to drink but water. And we can even do a long time without any food, but we cannot do a long time without water. So water is the way to go. Yes, it's the best drink. And when you wake up in the morning and you just remember that you drink a lot of water, you are good to go. Then you are good to go. When your anxiety goes away, you probably don't think that anymore, and you are not probably thinking so much like you are not thinking, for example, is this containing caffeine or not? You just know that you don't touch that anymore because you don't crave caffeine anymore. That craving and all that will go away when you get over to addiction. And it's same from sugar. When I did quit sugar, I did have those cravings for little time, but it was so much easier. But I always notice when I have been quitting sugar in my life many times, I did have those cravings like about 2 weeks and then they went away. But with caffeine, this was so shocking journey. I didn't have cravings. I was just having a lot of fear that I will never recover and my brain will never recover. But I did recover. No, never, nothing. Never used anything. Only medicine that I did use was paracetamol for the headaches, but I haven't used that for months anymore. And I never used that alone a lot, only when my headache was so intense. Because like I have said, I had a lot of those tension headaches. Always the headache started here and went to here back of my head, and sometimes it went here. Usually it started nighttime and it was there all the night, and next day that headache went away. Well, I don't know about that. Is it more addicting? But for sure benzos are very addicting drugs. Like they are drugs, and many people are like using benzos as they are described, and when they try to go off from them, or if they cold turkey, it's gonna be a huge mess for many. A huge, like I have seen people in benzo withdrawals, and that's also horrible stuff. So we are very lucky if we don't have to go through that. But even benzo withdrawal people, they will recover with time. But it's hard. Like caffeine withdrawal journey is also hard. Yeah, that's true. And like some of people, they have been using benzos maybe a really young age. Like many of us, we have been using caffeine really young age, like all different forms, like chocolate and hot chocolate, and then coffee, energy drinks, Coke, sodas, and also teas, and all those supplements that contains caffeine. So there is some, we just have been on the truck without knowing that. It's like so normal. But with benzos, it's really like I don't know how this like medical industry or whatever, like how they can be so, they destroy humans. But we all know what is that all about. It's not about getting people better, it's about getting people more sick. But if you have to use medicines, then you have to use, like, you do what is best for you. But for me, I just knew, because medicines were never helped me. When I was younger, I did have those necessary medicines, and I was in benzos a little while, when, like, it was many years ago, when I was 18 or 19. And I was lucky because I wasn't only little time, and I did quit cold turkey. Nobody didn't tell me how to quit. I was like, oh fuck, this shit is gonna make me feeling weird. I was noticing when I was it's really hard to remember back then because it was a long time ago, but I remember when I was on benzos, first thing that they helped me was, like, because I did have those OCD thoughts all the time. So when I did get benzo, to right away my head would calm down. And that was like nice feeling, because I was into such a bad place. But then when I just started to have those, and I was starting to living my life, and like trying to living my life, and I was going to dance classes, and I was like starting to see that why I cannot like cope with this class, like what the hell is wrong with me. And it was like a benzos, it's making my head feel fucking strange. So then I just cold turkey then, and I don't remember which was so good, but I remember it was like really intense 1 month, and then I was out about, because I don't really remember that's good, but like some people, they have really really intense benzo withdrawals. Yeah, yeah, I don't know how I was, but caffeine was okay. Like nobody told me about that. Of course. And one funny thing happened to me in this withdrawal journey. I was taking my blood test. I don't remember what month I was, but I was a very bad place still. It was in my first year. And then I, because I don't somehow I don't like when they take a blood test. That's for me, I just don't like the needles. So I did faint when they took that. And then when I was waking up, like the nurses, they have like put me in the like bed, like, and they put my legs like up, and then I was like, oh, I did faint. And I was like starting to stand up, and they was like, the nurse said me that maybe I can bring you some coffee, like, and take some coffee, like that you're gonna stand up sooner. I was like, fuck fuck that, don't bring me that shit, because that's why I'm basically here taking these blood tests. So it was like, yeah, first thing when you faint, like, take a coffee and you'll be amazing. Probably, I don't know if I would have taken that. I don't know. I wouldn't be making these streams then. Who knows? But yeah, there is a lot of all kind of stories. Yeah, why not water? If I find some people fainting there in the road, I won't say that, okay, I'm gonna get you some cappuccino or I'm gonna get you some espresso. Maybe I try this first, or maybe I just try to wake up you in some other ways. Who knows? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm happy about that. And you are also. You did. You have gone through a long, long, long road. Very proud of all of you. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna end this live. I still have to go to do some woodwork tonight. We have lot of woods there outside and I have to bring them inside. So because now it's getting more cold in here, winter is coming here in Finland. So I need to have a lot of wood so I can keep my house warm. So that's what I basically have to do now. Getting woods. So, and I hope you can also stay warm if you are living there in the warm country. I'm so jealous to you that you have the hotness there. But maybe one day I will travel to live someplace warm like Spain or. But I love winter also because I have used to that. I like all these 4 seasons like so. But anyway, it was nice to see you and hope you are doing good, and come there to my support group if you want, and I'm there sometimes always in the voice chat. You can catch me, or you can just come there to chat if you if you have boring time or anxiousness time. I'm there sometimes also. So yes, you are doing good. Bye bye, see you.